Hello, welcome again to Math Time with Mrs. Depperschmidt. This is a little bit different type of a lesson today because this is where our judgment comes into play in mathematics. This is the times when you need to decide whether it's okay to estimate or find an exact answer. We'll talk about some situations at school and decide among ourselves. Be prepared to have a conversation with some teammates to suggest to the class in any given situation, will an estimate or a guess be okay? It's up to your best judgment, and we'll have some discussions and help us figure out, is it okay to use an estimate for a math answer? Here's one thing to be aware of. If the situation tells you something like this, if it's asking you about how much, it's quite likely that an estimate will be okay to use for that situation. You also need to consider this. Is it okay to use a higher estimate and have leftovers? One time when I can tell you that would work is if we're talking about feeding people in the classroom. Say we have enough snacks to, we have a box of goldfish crackers and the package says that there are 13 servings per box. If we need more than 13 servings, we'll need to calculate how many boxes of crackers we have. If it doesn't come out even, will it be okay to have leftovers? For something like this, yes, leftovers would be fine. That's what I mean about the judgment. You have to assess the situation and determine whether leftovers would be okay. Here's another question you'll need to ask. Will it be okay to use a lower guess and be a bit low? One situation I can think of where that would be all right is when you're trying to get a really high semi-trailer or a great big load under an overpass. If the clearance says 13 feet 9 inches, can you assume that use 13 feet and then decide whether your truck, which is 12.5 feet high, can fit underneath? Yes, in this case, having a lower number would give you something low and you'd be safe. You would not want to be just barely too high or even a lot too high in that kind of situation because it could create a terrible accident. These kind of judgment situations are not typically what we work with in mathematics for 4th grade, but I think it can be a lot of fun. I hope you're having a great day. I'll see you at school. Please be kind.